Sharks. My name is Ryan Niergaard, and this is my business partner, Ron Sharman, and we're from Napa, California.
Hey, Sharks, we're here seeking $500,000 for an 8% stake in our company.
Wow. Ron, you can go anywhere in the world on vacation. Where do you go?
That's easy, Ryan. Even though I live in beautiful Napa Valley, I would vacation in a place filled with vineyards as far as the eye can see, where they make some of the world's greatest wines. That place is Bordeaux, France.
That's amazing. And I bet you like to bring home some of those expensive wines when you go, don't you?
Absolutely, Ryan. But you know, Sharks, it's not easy transporting my wine babies back home. Hey, Ryan, what do most people do when they travel with wine?
Most people have very expensive and very limited options when they travel with wine. A lot of people even wrap their wine in dirty underwear when they fly. Then we all go to the airport and have the same fear of this happening. There goes your wine, babies. There's got to be a better way.
And there is. The solution is Fly with Wine and the Vingard Valise.
The Vingard Valise is a wine suitcase that allows you to check your wine right on the airplane. It comes in 3 colors and 3 sizes: 12 bottle, 8 bottle, and 5 bottle. But wait, Sharks, there's more. Meet the Vin Explorer wine and beverage backpack. It comes with a 1.5-liter bladder and spout, so you can take your favorite beverages on the go wherever you go. It's a party on your back.
And our products are made by wine lovers for wine lovers. But you don't have to be a wine aficionado to enjoy our products. Both the inserts and the bladders can be easily removed so that our products can be used as everyday luggage too.
So all right, Sharks, who's ready to help us
ship
and sip our way to great returns with Fly with Wine?
Oh, okay.
All right, ding ding, great pitch there, guys. This is welcome back, super entrepreneurs, or welcome to new super entrepreneur to this Biz Coach Reviews, Shark Tank Biz Coach pitch review. Anyway, I'm Joe Pardo. If you're not familiar, welcome to the channel. We're today Fly with Wine. Great idea. I mean, it seems like so simple, right? Like you get some foam cutouts for the size of the wine bottles. Now, what I'm curious about though is, are they selling the bags, or are we just selling the cutouts and then you put those cutouts inside of your own luggage? So not super clear on that. I mean, the luggage that looks like they're holding seems a little extra wide. And if that's meant for a carry-on, that could be a problem because a lot of carry-ons are certain sizes. I'm going to assume that they, figured all that out. Now, if they are making it in their own luggage, how rugged is that luggage? I mean, yeah, okay. In the case where they threw the bag, it's interesting. They threw the one bag, but not a bag that with one wine bottle with underwear and stuff stuffed around it, but not their own bag with like 8 bottles in it or whatever, 6, 8, 10 bottles in this bag, which is a lot of weight and movement and stuff going on. I mean, it sounds pretty neat. I mean, I'm personally not a wine drinker, but I love the idea of people that want to be able to travel with wine, or even if they had a bag that you could just take like to parties and things. Like I know, when we take a bunch of different wine bottles to parties, like I ended up using one of my DJ record bags and then putting like dividers in that and then enabling it to be like kind of protective, especially when you're driving it around and stuff like that. They're clanking around. If you just put it in like cardboard box or something, not the best. But yeah, we're going to check out Ryan and Ron's website, social media at the end, as well as check out one of your comments, or feature, I should say, one of your comments from down below in the super community at the end of this video.
Good job.
Great pitch. So we have a few things for you guys to check out in front of you. Primarily, want to bring attention to our flagship product, the Vingard Valise, which is the suitcase next to you on your right. So the Vingard Valise, what you're looking at is the Piccolo, which is a 5-bottle unit carrier.
Gotcha.
When you open that up, you have the inserts And
Oh,
all
I
of the
see.
inserts can come out, so you can also use it as a normal suitcase.
That's
so
really
this whole
genius.
thing comes out.
The suitcase will get you to Hawaii, and the backpack will get you to the beach.
Gotcha. Okay.
Oh.
Each one of you, we've prepared a special drink because we heard that
There's
there's a
something
drink
in
that you
it.
might like to enjoy. And you're going to just put both fingers on both sides and push just like this.
Oh, check it out.
Oh, I've got a glass of rosé.
Cabernet Sauvignon.
From Napa, California. Espresso
Wow.
martini.
Cheers, darling.
Oh my God. Yes,
I'm
we
really
do.
impressed.
We all have to stand up and do a tradition.
Cheers.
1, 2, 3.
Thank you very much.
And that's why it's a party on the mountain.
Chihuahua, caramba, that's good.
Ryan, after 15 years, what people have learned is if you give the shark some alcohol, the pitch goes better.
Holiday raise the fool.
Listen, wine dudes, we have a question here. Very important. 500,000, 8%, that's 6.25 million valuation.
Right.
Why is this luggage company / wine boozery worth $6 million plus?
Well, that's a great question.
I think it is.
And the answer is that we've done $19 million to date selling our product. 50,000 travelers have bought the suitcases, traveling hundreds of thousands of miles. We started at the end of 2016.
So tell us about the last 12 months.
Yeah, tell us
Last year
yesterday.
we did $5.6 million, and we were about negative 47.
This year,
Oh.
to date?
Year to date, we're doing 2.3 million, and we're so far, and we've lost around 100,000.
Is it all advertising money?
Yeah, we spent a lot of money on advertising. Last year, we spent about $400,000 on 5.6 million.
You've done amazing.
That's
You've
rough.
done
All right, so that's rough because the product that they're selling isn't, in theory, it's not something you would have to buy again, especially on the luggage side. It should, I would think it should mostly sell itself. And here you are running a deficit year after year because of marketing, but it's not a consumable. So how many times are people going to buy it or buy it as gifts? And if they're buying it as gifts, then they're repeat customers. So in theory, that should push your cost of customer acquisition cost down. That seems kind of painful. Look, anything over 300,000, 250,000 to 300,000 is already redlining the Sharks whether or not they're going to invest in it. Now, with that said, they have a bunch of sales. They have a brand, a reputable brand, at least in theory, a reputable brand. We'll find out what some of the reviews said and stuff like social media. Look through some of the comments, but I don't think they're priced wrong, but I think they're probably going to have to come down on that percentage to get the 500,000, especially because they're running a deficit with pumping marketing. And the Shark's going to work it. And it seems teed up for Mr. Wonderful right there because he's all about the wine and Chef Wonderful.
millions and millions of
Yes.
dollars.
Yes.
Why are you not making money? That's
Well, it's a great
good
question. We continually reinvested in our business, hiring good people. We take salaries.
Yeah.
We have good benefits, and we plow our money back into the company.
What are your salaries?
what are your salaries?
Salaries are $150,000 each.
Where's the money going, right? So there's only a couple places you can spend that much revenue, right?
Yeah, there's something called COVID that happened. So last year
right, fair enough.
we had a lot of non-recurring expenses that we're not going to have this year. Year to date, we're the first 4 months we lost 100,000 because we went to about 13 trade shows around the U.S. It's very heavy expense side. So the marketing that we spend is really on building and expanding our business. We have a philosophy which is important about trying to use one pool of inventory from multiple channels.
So how much do you have in inventory?
$1.5 million right now.
Whoa.
Ron, tell me, how did you come up with this? I'm really curious to understand the origin story a little bit more.
It was 2015. I went on a trip to Burgundy with my wife, went to some great wineries, and every place we went, we said, well, we want to ship the wine home. They said, well, you can take the wine physically yourself and bring it to Mailbox, etc. in Beaune, a little village in Burgundy. And so ultimately, that's what we did. We shipped it back home. It took 45 days.
Wow.
Who knows what happened to the quality of the wine, but I decided that there's got to be a product out there somewhere that solves this problem. And so I researched it, and I found a guy in New Mexico who had come up with the idea of version 1 of the suitcase. And so I was able to negotiate eventually a deal with him for exclusivity in the wine industry. And so at that point, I reached out to Ryan, who used to work for me at a prior company.
So
and
Ron,
we
you're
started the company.
licensing this idea from
Gotcha.
someone else. This is not actually your product and your
Well,
idea.
it's our product. So we have an investor who's our manufacturer, our importer, and manages our supply chain. She bought out the original inventor, all the IP, all the assets and everything. She then invested in our company, owns 20% of our company. So it's a strategic investment.
There's no other financial relationship with her, just straight 20%.
Just 20%.
She doesn't allow anybody else to use the patent or to make this product.
We have exclusivity worldwide.
Does your company own the patent or does she own the patent?
She owns the patent on the suitcase. We jointly applied this year for the patent on the backpack.
How long is the agreement in place for?
10 years.
What happens at the end?
If there's an evergreen thing that allows us to renew, I mean, at that point in time.
What does it cost you to make, and what?
All right, so that's pretty rough. Whenever you have other owners involved, especially when they're not there in the tank with you, can make things a little cagey because like, hey, I'd love to invest, but like I haven't met this other person who owns the patent. And has 20% of the company, makes it kind of rough. I'm hopeful that they're going to be able to get a deal here, but I don't know. I mean, maybe if you push it up to 10 or 12%. Instead of 8%, maybe you might get a deal. Maybe.
You sell it
What
for?
a great question. The Grande 12 bottle is $379.95. The 8 bottle is $339.95, and the 5 bottle Piccolo is $289.95.
It's
And the
reasonable.
margins are 60 to 62%. The backpack retails for $199.95. It has a 71% margin on it. We're in about 400 to 500 wineries carry it in their tasting room or have bought it. But the last 12 months we did 3.4 million on Amazon.
Just on Amazon. Wow.
We sell about, on our own website, we do about 13, 14% as well. And then wholesale's about, this year will be probably 40% of our business.
Look, guys, I just think it's a hard business to scale to the level of profitability that makes it work for me as an investor. So for those reasons, I'm out.
Hey, Ron, just
Yeah, I think it's tough. Like again, you're spending a lot of money in advertising, and you're not necessarily getting those repeat customers, which is why it's important for them to develop their own IP, their own products, to build upon it, and then maybe they get to a point where maybe they buy out their 20% owner. I mean, if they're in there like they're in it like that, I mean, maybe one of the sharks could, if you had like 2 or 3 sharks that got on board, you put enough money together and you go buy that those patents and everything out would be really really helpful. But I'm still kind of curious as to like what is the patent really on? Like a thicker suitcase that might be tough to get onto carry-ons and or foam cutouts for wine bottles. Like I don't know. That doesn't seem like a thing, or should be a thing. I don't know.
so unclear. You can only buy the product from her. Only she can manufacture it.
Yes, only she can manufacture certain products. If we come out with a new product,
No, I
that's
got it. But
unrelated,
your
yes.
number one product, the suitcase,
Yeah, she
you can
would
only buy
manufacture-
from her. In my world, in the tech world, I would call you an integrator or a VAR, a value-added reseller. There's nothing wrong with that. The problem is, as an investor, I don't think you're going to scale to the point where I'm going to make my money back, so somebody would have to sell the business. And it goes back to the problem. You actually aren't aligned with the people that own your IP. As long as she's making the stuff and you guys are holding inventory, she's making money. You only make it on the sell-through. Great business for you guys. Keep going, and I appreciate the drink. But as an investment, I'm out.
Yeah.
Appreciate the comments.
To me, there does feel like there's real disalignment between you and your primary investor. What you should have done is try to reduce the complexity before coming in here and talking to us. So for that reason, I'm out, but I wish you the best of luck.
Okay.
Oh, it
Thank you.
didn't seem that complex to me, but I think it's more of like a conflict of interest kind of thing. Because owning 20% of a company that you're the only supplier for, I mean, really does. It's almost like one of Mr. Wonderful's royalty deals, right? Like she's collecting on every sale that they make, regardless if it's like direct or indirect in this case, because yeah, I don't know. I don't think it's a great. And again, when the person isn't there, it makes it kind of difficult for the Sharks to want to really be involved. Again, great business, just not a full-fledged opportunity for an investor.
You've had such magnificent sales. You've done such great traction. I see the need for it. But there's something going on as to why you're not actually making more money to the bottom line, more profitable. And that concerns me. And so I'm so sorry, but I'm out.
Thank you.
So, guys, let me explain why this is a difficult deal from a different perspective. In nature, very successful parasites never kill their host. Your manufacturer is a parasite and you're the host, and she controls how much money you make every year. What you could be doing and what I would be doing is be looking for a different price point on these and probably find a way to save 15-20%, but I can't because the IP is tied to the manufacturing. And I understand the symbiotic parasitic relationship, but it's going to make it impossible to get an investor for $500,000. You know, that's a lot of dough.
Right.
And I got to make back $5 million. I mean, after all, I'm an investor and there's no way to get it back. You'd have to sell the company for $150 million.
Well, you could make it as part of a royalty deal as well. You get your money back.
Yeah, I thought about that, believe me. I don't like being beholden to a parasite. I'm the parasite.
That's
you guys,
true.
Truer words have never been spoken.
Ever on Shark Tank.
Guys, thank you very much. I'm out.
Yeah, I mean, if you, what I would be trying to do is like take as much money as we can, and find a way to make that product around that patent, and basically try to bail or do something that enables you to get out from under that. I don't think that it's. I mean, your other owner is controlling how much money you can make because they're of what they're charging on their cost side and all that stuff. And assuming everybody's being equal and upfront with what their actual costs are. But that's not totally true. Like, you know, it's not an inventory problem because at least it doesn't seem like an inventory problem. They have 1.5 million in inventory. I mean, hopefully they're selling through that right now as I speak. You know, selling to be through, you know, because of Shark Tank. But you're yeah, it's just not a great deal. Not great.
Thank you, those guys.
Thank you, guys. It was a great presentation.
Good luck, both of you.
You want to walk out of here with a deal, but at the end of the day, they made some really good points that we're going to be able to go back, adjust their company, and we're going to apply this, and we're going to be stronger than ever. So we're not deterred in any way, shape, or form.
And that's ding ding. You absolutely shouldn't. Let's go check out their website. And so, that's the pocket panty there. All right, here we go. Wine, Fly with Wine. So they have quite a bit of stuff going on in their shop here. Wine suitcase, wine backpack. Let's check out the wine suitcase. So it is the entirety of it. Now the other thing you run up against is I guess these are check bags. So those are check bags, and then you have your 5 carry-on size. So I'm really curious about that. So it's $289 for the carry-on size. It's $339 for the 8 bottle. And then the Grande 12 is $379. I feel like if I'm up for spending $289, then I'm probably willing to spend $379. I almost wonder, do you even need to have it fit clothes? I guess you don't have much room for clothes because you got 6 bottles here and 6 bottles probably under the clothes there. But you get a suitcase set, $719. Yeah, I mean, I would say if I was going somewhere and I wanted to bring back wine, I probably would just splurge and get the extra, spend the $379. Of course, then you got more to carry through the airport, and that's a pain in the butt. I like that they have 2 handles on there. I mean, all that extra weight that you could be adding to. Wow, that is a lot carry-on size. But the other problem is what about weight? Like you run into carry-on bags. Not every airline, but some airlines, certain size and certain airline or certain weights are what you're allowed to bring. Now, what I'm curious about is, do they have a video showing it going under could be a little bit sturdier. So that's one review. Still gave it 4 stars. I'm curious, like, what's the 1 star? Suitcase broke on first trip. I used it on and the return date expired while I was on my trip. I need this company to contact me for suitcase. Now we can't reply. Since this, I'm assuming it's all Amazon reviews here down here. Amazon took the ability away to reply to reviews, which is really a shame. Only 13 reviews on the site. It seems neat. I would like to see it under. I'd like to see it like on an airplane, right? Is there a picture that I'm missing here? No, I'd like to see it like, can it fit under a seat, or does it have to fit in the overhead compartment? I don't know. Just as another like thing to show you if it's that like peace of mind when you're spending almost $300 on a bag. And again, like, what's to stop me from just taking any bag and like getting some foam and just cutting bottle shapes into it? I don't know. Anyway, let's go over to Facebook. Got 8,200 likes over there. Not too much in the way of engagement, though. Actually, this post has 270, so I don't know if maybe this was run like as an ad. Oh, because it talks about it being, Shark Tank. So this I also wonder, is this an ad at some point? Because it says shop now, 304 likes. Seems like things that are running as they're spending a lot of money in advertising, and things that aren't an ad seem like they got a lot less engagement. Over on Instagram, we got 12,300 followers over there with a little more engagement, but I don't know if these are also, some of these are ads as well, compared to ones that aren't ads. Some nice, nice videos and such. Over on X, we got 956 followers. That's among the higher amount of X.com followerships that we have seen on the channel. And then so anyway, Ron, I'd love to have you come on the show for an interview. Just drop a comment down below, like this one for Jason. 16,000, let's go. Yes, we did cross the 16,000 subscriber mark, which is absolutely awesome to see the super community growing all over the world. I appreciate you being a part of the super community. Thank you, Jason, and thank you for watching all the way to the end. It means the world to me. Just learning and growing together. I'll see you in one of these 2 videos over here. Take care. Now go be super.